Hey, what's going on, guys? Ozerec here, and you're watching Subscriber Breakdown episode number 2. We're going to take a look at PuDgEy1985. That's his PlayStation ID. And he's using his Red Dot Galil here on Array. Gotta say, good choice. And the only really bad thing I have to say about this gameplay is it just looks as if he needs to develop his instincts a little more, which usually comes from playing a lot. And his decision making is a little subpar. So what I want to do is I want to take a look at all the decisions he makes here, kind of break it down and see if we can't offer him some advice. Now what you're going to see here in a minute is there's a cement barrier that's right next to this Jeep that he's standing next to. What he tries to do is he tries to go behind it here in a second and clip. And the problem is I don't really recommend it because there's two areas you can get shot from. The first one is right where he got hit from right now. The other is behind the truck in the very back behind the barrel. So you have two completely different areas that people usually go to. They're high traffic and you never know where they're going to pop up from. So don't stand there next, behind that cement barrier. If you want to hold that area, always stay behind the Jeep, where everybody else always goes. Behind the Jeep. You don't want to look over the hood of the Jeep. You want to look through the windows of the Jeep. That way you can lower your profile. If you're behind the hood of the Jeep, your shoulders and up are exposed. And obviously, the more you're exposed, the easier it is for the enemy to kill you. Let's see, what's he going to do here? Alright, puts his claymore down. Okay. And here he tries to jump on top of this tanker. Now, this is a good surprise spot. People, when the game first came out, they didn't expect people to be up there. I don't recommend actually sitting inside of it like that because it's kind of like being on a pedestal. You might as well have a sign up that says, "Come fuck me in the ass." I'm right here out in the open. Come and shoot me. Always stay behind the Jeep. You see him kind of get into his first engagement right there. And he did the right thing by running away at first. He did the wrong thing by coming back over here. And he's standing straight up. The guy sees him and kills him. There's two things you can really do there. What I would personally do would be the surprise tactic. When he first saw the guy, he realized the guy had the jump on him, had the advantage. When he started running around the side of the building, I would have kept running, and I just would have went all the way around, come back, jump on top of those blocks around the corner, jump through the window, and flank him from the back, because that would be the unexpected thing to do. Probably the more realistic thing to do, when you first ran in there and saw him, I'd back up a little bit, a couple feet, lay down prone on my stomach, and just aim down sight and hope he pops himself back out. The reason you want to lay down prone when you wait on people instead of standing up like he was doing is the same reason why you would drop shot. When you lay down prone, you're going to lower your profile, and it's really hard to shoot you. You notice, if you've ever gone on somebody's combat record, they have that thing in there now where it shows the heat map, where basically you can see where people like to shoot. Most people like to shoot you right there in the stomach or right there in your nuts. I personally like to shoot people in the balls too. You look at mine, it's all red, it's right there in the crotch area. But that's where people shoot. And when you lay down prone, it's like shooting somebody down their ankles. Whenever people do that shit to me, I get real pissed because I almost always get killed by them. It's so hard to shoot people when they're laying on their stomach. That's why another thing is I hope Battlefield 3 fixes that shit with their alpha and beta test, because can you imagine Battlefield with people just laying in the bushes on their stomach? They're adding prone to that game now. I'm hoping it's not going to be the way I think it'll be, but we'll see. But back to this gameplay. He was in a really advantageous position right there. Did anybody else see that? They had the A and B flag. He had pushed all the way up to C. He cleared out that area. He cleared the entrance to the array. All he had to do was run inside the array, go inside that back room where he was getting killed from earlier in the match, and then start looking out the window and start building up his kill streak that way. You see him get lucky right there. But instead he chose to get on the flag just like he's doing right here, and he's gonna get killed. Boom. You don't need that flag. Your team's back there at A and B. Don't go to C unless you're going to go in the array and try to hold them out of there. Another thing is, I just saw this right now. This is just like the last subscriber breakdown. When you have to notice what your team's doing. You just saw there a minute ago, was it 3 or 4 of his teammates were on Bravo capturing, and they're all pushing forward. They're gonna go cap C right now. You need to immediately see that you don't need to play the flag capture role. You're just wasting your time. I mean, you could run with them and you can capture flags with them. You know, that's actually probably a smarter move if you do that. But if you're trying to go for maximum kills, probably you have 2 options here. You can actually let your team, like say you have A and B, your team's running towards C. You can stay back at A and try to cut off the enemies who are getting spawned back there by A and start building your kill streak that way. Or you can run with your team as they're trying to capture flags. You push up just a little bit and try to take out anybody who's trying to defend the flags. You know, just kind of wait for people, you know, when they hear losing Charlie, you're right there to catch them as they're rushing. But this guy's, you know, this looks like he's in his flag capture mode. He's got his smoke and his flag jacket on. And he's trying to dive all over flags. Flags that he's trying to capture by himself. If you try to capture flags by yourself, guys, it's 10 seconds. Each person, I think someone posted an actual exact figure. I think every person extra that's on that flag decreases it by 2.5 seconds or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you guys can correct me down there in the comments, but yeah, if you have 2 or 3 guys, that's ideal. He has the right idea right here. This is where you want to be. You see how hard it was for people to see him? The guy didn't even see him standing behind that thing in there. Puts his claymore down. There you go. See, I would kill that guy. I would immediately run back into the array and check that window where they're spawning in the back over there. He's missing a lot of opportunities to get some easy kills. And I think that just has to do with spawn knowledge, just, you know, from playing the game. Play the game more, run Blackbird, you'll learn the spawns real easy.
Friendly napalm strike on the way.
And you see him trying to get out the window here. I don't know what it is. I cannot jump out of these damn windows either. You know, I'm getting a little better at it because I'm practicing, but there's a window over on Villa. It's by the C flag upstairs. I have a match where I literally tried to jump out of that damn window 5 times. And I couldn't jump out, and I eventually get killed because the guy saw me finally jumping out the window and he caught me as I was falling. I was so irritated. Now, he sees somebody back there. And I saw a little glimpse. I saw a claymore back there, and the claymore disappeared. So that would personally tell me that, hey, ignore that guy. He's either ran away or he's dead. And you just saw they were losing A. He should have immediately flipped around. He missed an opportunity right here to get an easy 1 or 2 kills. You see he's chasing somebody he doesn't even know is over here. Don't chase hard kills. Always go for the easy kills. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's help this guy out. Leave a comment down below and let him know what you thought of his gameplay. Peace.